Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Masafai, back with another video. Before I get started, I need y'all to help a brother out by hitting that like, comment, subscribe, and share if you like the content. Today, let's go ahead and get y'all a close up. So you can see it's raining behind me, partially thunderstorming. So, ready? So, today, I was thinking about a conversation I had some weeks ago with a friend of mine, and it got me wanting to have this conversation because I've been just processing everything differently and thinking differently as of lately about life. And the one thing I start making sure that I do before I do anything is question why I'm doing this. Why am I going here? Why am I attending this event? Why am I buying this item? Or whatever. And if I can't really think of a legit reason that suits me, then I won't do it. For example, I was talking to a friend, and this person was like, I gotta go to a cousin's house for a get together for Independence Day or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, ain't this a cousin you don't deal with? Like, yeah. So I'm like, so why do you want to go over there? And they was like, because I was invited. And I said, let me re-ask the question. Why do you want to go over there? And it was like, because I'm going to take my mother with me and they can have a good time. I said, I'm going to re-ask the question again. Why do you want to go over there? And at the end of the conversation, it was pretty much this person didn't have a legit reason on why they wanted to go over there. Now, as you can see, this is kicking in. So they didn't have a legit reason on why they wanted to go over there other than to appease other people, appease the person that they don't get along with, that they don't even like, to appease your parent, to appease your uncle, to appease your child or whatever. This person was literally going over there in this situation because to please other people. I'm gonna show up because I was invited. But if y'all don't get along, or y'all don't like each other, it's fake energy. So why go around somebody who y'all energies don't align with each other? Y'all don't deal with each other. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of everything, because if you're not going to address the situation on why y'all don't deal with each other, why go around them? If the person owe you an apology or anything for something and they won't apologize to you, then why go around them? The one thing I started doing in life with everything I do, including people I deal with and everything, like, I question everything that I do at this point to see if I have a legit reason on why I'm doing it. Another thing that I prioritize in my life at this point is restricting access of myself to people who don't respect me. Restricting access of my funds to people who don't pay back. Restricting, at this point now, I'm cutting off funds for any and everyone. These last 2.5 years have been a total headache when it comes to loaning out money to save everybody. And when I realized as of recently just how disrespected I start feeling based on how a lot of these people are moving. Nobody is making an asserted effort to try to pay me back whatsoever. And I'm tired of it. And I done let myself get to the point where I'm just trying to ignore a lot of stuff, and I am just so nerve-wracked. I've been trying to go to therapy and trying to work through things, and I don't even have a therapist at the moment. So I've been trying to work through things for the last almost year or so, probably a good year or so, and I've made a lot of progress. But at the same time, I've been, teaching myself, trying to let go of anger and stuff like that. But it means I also been probably suppressing a lot of things too, because I've been literally feeling disrespected by a lot of these people, and I'm not saying nothing because I don't want to allow myself to get in that angry of a mood, to allow myself to start talking angrily, because I know by how I feel and how I think about certain situations. That's why I say I try to talk in terms of think, and I try to not allow myself to get too emotional, to feel to a point where I need to say something in my feelings. I don't want to act in my feelings at all. That's why when I know I'm feeling upset or angry, don't go approach nobody and try to have a conversation, because the conversation is not going to be had in logic because you're feeling a certain way. So that's why I'm learning how, when I know I ain't in the mood to have certain conversations, then you simply can't. If you know it ain't gonna come out clean and you don't want to have a conversation and be reckless and possibly say some things that you can't take back, that could be detrimental to the friendship, if you care about the friendship at that point, then you need to pick and choose when you choose to have conversations, if you know that you can't control your emotions fully. And me, I'm not there yet. I'm still learning. And I say it all the time. The way I manage my emotions is, if I know I can't have certain conversations, then I simply try not to have them. If I know it ain't gonna come out clean, I would say that. Because with certain conversations, I feel strongly about them. And the words that I use in today's society is highly offensive to a lot. It is what it is. I can still be highly offensive, and I don't try to be. So that's why I said before, I would have a conversation, I would just be all offensive as possible. Now I don't want to work myself up, allowing myself to get that angry, upset, and whatever, because I know allowing yourself to talk like that and get the emotions that trigger you to get there will keep on amping up your feelings, and I don't want to talk in my feelings. I want to be able to talk to you like this, a conversation to where I can be coherent. I don't have to raise my voice. You can hear the words I'm saying, and hopefully you receive them in the way that I am relaying them to you. But I don't want to have a conversation in my feelings, because it's not a benefit. It doesn't help anybody at the end of the day. And that's how so many situations happen, where people end up losing their life, people end up, friendships crumble, relationships crumble, families crumble. So many things can happen based off of simply moving in your emotions. And that's what I am focusing on doing. Focusing on not moving in my emotions. Focusing on making sure that most of the stuff I do is clear, concise, have a reason why I'm doing it. Because if I can't justify on why I'm about to do it, why do it? If it's not to benefit me or make me feel well or do something that benefits me in any type of way, why do it? Especially if you don't have a significant other. It's different if you have a significant other. I'm single, so I'm speaking on the terms of being single, as well as I'm speaking on the terms of the other person being single or whatever. And we ain't even talking about relationship dynamic. I'm just simply speaking on the terms of, if someone wants you to come into a situation or environment where you don't really deal with that person, and you really don't have a reason to go there other than just to show your face because they invited you, why go? Can you not find something else better or more productive to do with that time that you spent over there at a family member's house that you don't like, who disrespects you possibly? That's all I'm trying to say. Why do things that you cannot quantify on your own on how it benefits you or what it does for you? It sounds like the situation where it's going to be negative from the beginning because y'all don't like each other. So that's negative feelings from the beginning. So you go in that environment, it's not going to be positive. To me, that's common sense. To others, it's rocket science. But it's just not worth doing things to please others. Do stuff like if you ain't got no significant other, it's different, or children, whatever. I'm speaking from the terms of, if it doesn't benefit you, You need to start being more or less selfish, especially for people who don't benefit you. The reason I say be more selfish, because majority of the people in the world are selfish, and they're not out here to benefit you. They're out here to benefit themselves, which I've clearly learned over the years how selfish humans are. Man, female, and other selfish creatures. So, in terms of them being selfish, you, me, and others have to be selfish with our abundance of, if we have an abundance of money or if we have an abundance of something, we have to be selfish with it, because we built it to preserve ourselves. Why should we give it to everybody else all willy-nilly when they wasn't willing to put in the overtime or the work or the sacrifices that you and I have put in? It is not worth it to keep giving people your hard-earned money when they're not paying you back and they're not showing the discipline level to go get their own. And the only thing that they have as a quote or a statement to you is, if I had it, you know you got it. Well, the point is, you would never have it. You never had it. You would never have it. So stop talking like you can look out for me when you never have, and at this point of your life, you never will. Pay me my money back. To whoever sees this video and you owe me, pay me my money back. Because this is a nuisance. I shouldn't have to get an attitude or act a certain way because I loan people money and then y'all decide to be terrible human beings. It is what it is at this point. A lot of the money is probably sacrificed. A lot of it is not. It's certain amounts I'm not going to let go. So it is what it is. I'm not trying to go off on too much of a tangent, but so the primary message from this video I want people to take is, make sure whatever you're doing for yourself or anything that you do in life has a reason to why you're doing it that makes sense. That either benefits you, benefits people you care about, or just, have a concise reason on why you're doing it. Do that with what you buy, what you put in your body. Just have some type of logic and really question yourself as to why you're doing it. And if you can't give yourself a real legit reason as to why you're doing it, other than to please someone else, then don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth wasting your time. It's not worth your mental health. That's the main thing too. Mental health is a crisis right now for a lot of people. I didn't get the chance to talk about mental health anytime in June, which was Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, because I am in the slump. Still am. I'm just working my way through it, trying to figure it out. This is me, Monetize. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and y'all have a great day. Peace.